Bonjour et bienvenue à Learn French by Suchita. Je m'appelle Suchita, votre enseignante de la langue française. Et cette fois-ci, on va apprendre les saisons et le temps, which means the seasons and the weather. My name is Suchita. I'm back with a new video on les saisons et le temps, which means the seasons and the weather. Okay, so broadly categorizing the seasons, there are 4 seasons. First one is l'été, which means summer. The next is l'hiver, which means winter. L'automne, which means autumn. Here we do not pronounce this M. This is automne. The next one and the last one is le printemps, which means the spring. Now I'll teach you how to specify the preposition in before seasons. For example, if I want to say in summer or in winter or in autumn, then how do we say? So, before été, hiver et automne, how do we specify in? We put the preposition en. So, en été, which means in summer, en hiver, which means in winter, en automne, which means in autumn, and the last one, but here we have this exception. To specify in spring, we cannot say en printemps. Here we write au printemps. Instead of en printemps, we write au printemps. This is an exception. Please take care. Okay, so now we'll take this topic a little bit further, and this is an expression. Quel temps fait-il? Which means, how is the weather? Quel temps fait-il? How is the weather? Now, these are certain replies of this question. The first possibility can be, il fait beau. Now, generally, whenever we have to say how is the weather, we usually say it by il fait. This is an expression. So, il fait beau, the meaning is the weather is beautiful. Très bien. Now, if I want to say the weather is hot, how will I say? Il fait chaud. Now, if I want to say the sentence in summer, it is hot. So, how will I say? I told you earlier, in order to specify in, we say en. The preposition en. So, en été, il fait chaud. Third one, it is il fait froid, which means the weather is cold. So what can I say this in a sentence? En hiver, il fait froid. In winter, it is cold. Now the next one is il y a, which means there is or there are. So il y a du soleil, which means the weather is sunny or there is sun. The next one is il y a du brouillard. Now, a difficult word to learn. So, brouillard, which means fog. So, il y a du brouillard means the weather is foggy. Très bien. Now, finalement, we have il pleut, which means it's raining. Il pleut. Now, from here, we can learn one more word from the verb pleuvoir. That is a word en parapluie. Can you guess what is the meaning of en parapluie? This is an umbrella. Très bien. So, il fait beau, il fait chaud, il fait froid, il y a du soleil, il y a du brouillard, il pleut. Et finalement, un parapluie, which means an umbrella. If you like... Bonjour tout le monde et bienvenue à Learn French by Suchita. Je m'appelle Suchita, votre enseignante de la langue française, and in this video, we are going to learn certain phrases about money. So here goes the first sentence. Ça coûte combien? Ça coûte combien? Which means it costs how much? Ça coûte combien? Now Now, for example, you have purchased a lot of things and now you want to ask to the shopkeeper how much does it make in total. So you can say ça fait combien? The first sentence was ça coûte combien? The second is ça fait combien? That means in total, how much does it cost? Now, the next situation is, for example, you do not have the change. So you will ask the next person that, do you have the change? So you can say, est-ce que vous avez de la monnaie? Est-ce que vous avez de la monnaie? Now, la monnaie means the change. So, est-ce que vous avez de la monnaie? Which means, do you have the change? Now, for example, you want to say, I don't have the change. So, you have to put no and pas in your sentence because that shows the negation. So, the sentence looks something like this. Je n'ai pas de monnaie. Je n'ai pas de monnaie. I have used the verb avoir to show I do not have. Je n'ai pas de monnaie. Now, the next sentence is, or in fact I should say, the next question is, est-ce que je peux payer par carte bancaire? Est-ce que je peux payer par carte bancaire? Now, carte bancaire, which means your bank card. Can I pay by the bank card? Now, your bank card can be of two types. It can be par carte de crédit ou par carte de débit. Carte de crédit, which means your credit card. Carte de débit, which means your debit card. So you can say, est-ce que je peux payer par carte de crédit ou est-ce que je peux payer par carte de débit? Now, the next is, can I pay by cash? So, est-ce que je peux payer en espèces? Est-ce que je peux payer en espèces? En espèces, which means by cash. Now, there is one more means by which you can pay is by cheque. So, the sentence looks something like this. Est-ce que je peux payer par chèque? Est-ce que je peux payer par chèque? Now, if you want to say, I am going to pay by cash. So, there are two ways of saying this thing. You can say, je vais payer en espèces. Je vais payer en espèces. Or, you can also say, je vais payer en liquide. Je vais payer en liquide. Liquide also means the cash. Now, if you want to say, can I give you a check or can I make you a check? So, the sentence goes something like this. Est-ce que je peux vous faire un chèque? Est-ce que je peux vous faire un chèque? Okay, so if you want to say something is very expensive, then you can say le produit, or you can say ce produit. Ce produit, which means this product. Ce produit est trop cher. Ce produit est trop cher. Cher, which means expensive. If you want to say it's negation, supposing if you want to say it's not expensive, then you can make your sentence by using ne and pas. So you can say ce n'est pas cher. Ce n'est pas cher. Or there is one more phrase by which you can say it's not expensive. You can say c'est bon marché. C'est bon marché. Ce n'est pas cher or c'est bon marché. Now, the next is, how do you say a note or a coin in French? So, let's suppose here we have a note of 5 euros. So, a note is known as un billet. Un billet. So, here we have a note of 5 euros. So, you can say un billet de 5 euros. Un billet de 5 euros. Now, here I have a coin of 50 cents. So, how you're going to say a coin? A coin is une pièce. Une pièce. Now, if you want to say a coin of 50 cents, so you will say une pièce de 50 centimes. Une pièce de 50 centimes. Centime, which means cents. Now, the next situation is if you want to ask a shopkeeper about the discount. So, the discount in French is known as la réduction. La réduction. So, the sentence goes something like this. Est-ce que vous pouvez faire une petite réduction? Est-ce que vous pouvez faire une petite réduction? Which means, can you make or can you do a small discount? If you like. Bonjour tout le monde et bienvenue à Learn French by Suchita. Je m'appelle Suchita, votre enseignante de la langue française, and in this video we are going to talk about various emotions. That means, how do you talk about your emotions in French? Now, firstly the question arises, how do we ask someone, how are you? So, the question is, comment vas-tu? Comment vas-tu? Now, this is informal way of asking. Why? Because this contains tu. Now, if you want to ask someone formally, then you will say, comment allez-vous? Comment vas-tu? Or comment allez-vous? Remember, I have used the verb aller over here. Now, how do we reply to this question? The reply would obviously be, because we have used the verb aller in our question, so in our answer also, we'll use the verb aller. And the most common answer to comment vas-tu or comment allez-vous is je vais bien. Je vais bien. Merci. Merci, which means thank you. So you can say je vais bien. Now, this is the most common reply. However, in this video, we are going to learn certain other replies also. So, how do we say I am? Generally, how do we say I am? This is which verb? The verb is le verbe être. Le verbe être. So try to recall what is the conjugation of the verb être with je, because you are here talking about your emotions. So I am, maybe you want to say I am happy, or you want to say I am sad. So firstly, you should know how do we say I am. So I am is je suis. Je suis. So now your sentences will begin with je suis. So let's begin with I am happy. So you say je suis content. Je suis content. Content, which means I am happy. Now this is masculine. How do we say for feminine? You are just going to add I in content. That becomes je suis contente. Je suis content, masculin. Je suis contente, féminin. Now there is one more way by which you can say I am happy. That is je suis heureux. Je suis heureux. Now, je suis, remember all your sentences will begin with je suis, because that literally means I am. So, je suis heureux. Remember that heureux is beginning with H, but H is muet en français, which means it is mute in French. It does not have any sound. So, je suis heureux. I am happy. This is masculine form. Au féminin, ça sera je suis heureuse. Je suis heureuse. Instead of X, we have to put SE in order to make it feminine. So, je suis heureux, masculin. Je suis heureuse, féminin. Now, the third sentence is its opposite. So, how are we going to say I am sad? That would be je suis triste. Je suis triste. Triste, which means sad. Now this is same in both masculin and féminin. Je suis triste, masculin. Je suis triste, féminin. Now the next emotion is, we have done happy, we have done sad. The next emotion is angry. So there are two ways by which we can say I am angry. The first way is je suis fâché. Je suis fâché. Fâché, which means angry. Now, the pronunciation of the feminine form of this is same, but we put, while writing, we put an extra E. Pronunciation is however same. Je suis fâché, masculin. Je suis fâché, féminin. La prononciation c'est pareil, which means the pronunciation is same. However, in feminine form, we add an extra E. This was first way of saying I am angry. How do we say the second way? The second way is je suis en colère. Je suis en colère. Je suis en colère, which means I am angry. It will remain same in both of the cases. That means in masculine and in feminine form. Now the next is I am tired. How do I say that? Your sentence will begin with je suis. Je suis fatigué. Je suis fatigué. Fatigué, which means tired. Now, je suis fatigué, this is masculine form. In feminine form also, the pronunciation is exactly same. So that's je suis fatigué, masculin. Je suis fatigué, féminin. However, in feminine form, while writing, it will take an extra E. But pronunciation will be same. Now, how do you say I'm worried? Again, your sentence will begin with je suis. So, the sentence will look something like this. Je suis inquiet. Je suis inquiet. Je suis inquiet. Ça c'est masculin. Au féminin, je suis inquiète. Je suis inquiet, masculin. Je suis inquiète, féminin. Now, the next one is I am surprised. So, your sentence will look something like this. Je suis surpris. Je suis surpris. Ça c'est masculin. Au féminin, je suis surprise. Je suis surpris. Je suis surprise. So, before revising whatever we have done till now in this video on moods and emotions, I would like to tell you that all these topics are covered in detail on our website, learnfrenchbysuchita.com. There are various courses listed on the website. You can visit our website and you can purchase the course according to your need. Now, let's revise whatever we have done till now. The first was je suis content. Je suis content. Ça c'est masculin. Au féminin, je suis contente. Je suis content. Je suis contente. Now I told you there is second way of saying I am happy. That's je suis heureux. Je suis heureux. Ça c'est masculin. Au féminin, je suis heureuse. Je suis heureux. Je suis heureuse. Now, the opposite of this is je suis triste. Je suis triste. Now, how do you say I am angry? That's je suis fâché. Je suis fâché. The pronunciation remains same in masculin or féminin. What was the second way of saying I am angry? Je suis en colère. Je suis fâché. Je suis en colère. Now, the next is I am tired. I am tired. How do we say that? Je suis fatigué. Je suis fatigué. Fatigué, it will remain same in, while pronouncing, it will remain same in masculine or féminin. Now, how do I say I am worried? Je suis inquiet. Je suis inquiet. Ça c'est masculin. Au féminin, je suis inquiète. Je suis inquiète. Je suis inquiet. Je suis inquiète. Et finalement, I am surprised. Je suis surpris. Je suis surpris ou je suis surprise. If you like. Bonjour tout le monde et bienvenue à Learn French by Suchita. Je m'appelle Suchita, votre enseignante de la langue française, et cette fois-ci, on va apprendre les professions. I'm Suchita, your French language instructor, and in this video, we are going to study the professions. Okay, so the professions are, for example, businessman, housewife, electrician, postman. These are all professions. So we are going to study that. Now, there are two categories, masculin singulier and féminin singulier. Okay, side by side, I'll keep on telling you what are the rules to make the professions feminine. Okay, so let's move on to the first one. It's advocate. What do we say to an advocate? Advocate is avocat. The pronunciation is avocat. So the first rule to make the profession feminine is generally we add E in order to make it feminine. So what have I done? I've simply added E and it became feminine. Okay. So this is avocat, 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 avocat. Next, shopkeeper. Shopkeeper is commerçant. The pronunciation is commerçant. I simply added E in order to make it feminine and the pronunciation became commerçante. Commerçant, commerçante. The next is electrician. Electrician is électricien. The pronunciation is électricien. Now, the second rule is if your profession ends with EN. If the profession ends with EN, then you put E-double-N-E. It will apply in all of the cases. Électricien. The feminine will be électricienne with double N-E. Électricien, électricienne. Now, the next is mechanic. Mechanic is mécanicien. The pronunciation is mécanicien. Now, similar rule. Rule number 2 was, if it is ending with EN, we'll make it E-double-N-E. Mécanicienne. Mécanicien, mécanicienne. The next is musician. Musician is musicien. The pronunciation is musicien. Same rule. Ending with EN, so E-double-N-E. Musicienne. Musicien, musicienne. The next, third rule. If your profession ends with T-E-U-R, if the profession ends with T-E-U-R, we are going to cut T-E-U-R and we will apply T-R-I-C-E. Okay? So it is actor. What do we say? Acteur. Et féminin, say actrice. The next is director. Directeur. The pronunciation is directeur. Ending with T-E-U-R, we are going to cut T-E-U-R and we will apply trice, T-R-I-C-E. So, directeur et directrice. Directeur, directrice. The next is postman. So, postman is facteur. The pronunciation is facteur. Now, ending with T-E-U-R. We are going to cut T-E-U-R and we'll apply T-R-I-C-E. Factrice. Facteur et factrice. School teacher. School teacher is known as instituteur. The pronunciation is instituteur. We are going to cut T-E-U-R and we'll apply trice. So, instituteur et institutrice. The pronunciation is institutrice. On les répète. Avocat, avocate. Commerçant, commerçante, électricien, électricienne, mécanicien, mécanicienne, musicien, musicienne, acteur, actrice, directeur, directrice, facteur, factrice, instituteur et finalement institutrice. Now there are three rules that I just told you in order to make them feminine. The first was we generally add E. The second rule was if the masculine form is ending with EN, we apply ENNE. Et la troisième, if it is ending with TEUR, we will cut TEUR and instead we'll put TRICE. The next profession is hairdresser. Hairdresser, what do we say? Coiffeur. The pronunciation is coiffeur. Now, here comes the fourth rule. If your profession ends with EUR, I told you if your profession ends with TEUR, then we cut TEUR and we put TRICE. Now here comes the next rule. If your profession ends with EUR, then you cut EUR and you put EUSE. Okay, these two rules are different. It is not ending with TEUR, it is ending with EUR. So coiffeur et coiffeuse. Coiffeur, coiffeuse. Next, dancer. Dancer we call as danseur. The pronunciation is danseur. Similar rule, ending with EUR, we'll cut EUR and we'll put EUSE. So danseur et danseuse. Danseur, danseuse. Next is waiter. Waiter is serveur. The pronunciation is serveur. EUR, cut and put EUSE. Serveur, serveuse. Okay. The next is vendor. We call vendor as vendeur. The pronunciation is vendeur. EUR, EUSE. So vendeur et vendeuse. So I say vendeurs. The next is singer, which is an exception. I'll tell you why. Singer, what do we say singer? Chanteur. The pronunciation is chanteur. Now, it is ending with TEUR. Yes? The rule should have been we cut TEUR and we put TRICE. So, the feminine should have been chantrice according to the rule. Yes? So now, but it is an exception. It is TEUR ending, but it takes the rule of EUR. Okay? So, what will be the feminine? Chanteur et chanteuse. C'est une exception. It is an exception. Please take care. And it is the only exception in terms of profession. So, chanteur et chanteuse. Next, butcher. Butcher is the person who sells meat. Okay? What do we say butcher? Boucher. The pronunciation is boucher. The next rule which comes over here is if your profession ends with ER, then what do? You put ERE and on the first E there would be an accent grave. Okay? So ça c'est boucher et boucher. Boucher, boucher. Next is baker. The one who works in a bakery. Boulanger. The pronunciation is boulanger, ending with ER. Boulangère. Boulanger, boulangère. The next is cook. Cook is cuisinier. The pronunciation is cuisinier, ending with ER. So, accent grave et E. Cuisinier, cuisinière. Cuisinier, cuisinière. The next is nurse. Infirmier. The pronunciation is infirmier. ER, accent grave et E. Infirmier, infirmière. Infirmier, infirmière. On les répète. Répétez après moi. Coiffeur, coiffeuse. Danseur, danseuse. Serveur, serveuse. vendeur, vendeuse, chanteur, chanteuse, c'est une exception. Boucher, bouchère, boulanger, boulangère, cuisinier, cuisinière, infirmier et finalement infirmière. Now, I have told you 5 rules. What were the 5 rules? Let's repeat them. The first rule was we generally add E in order to make it feminine. The second rule was if it is ending with EN, so we put E-double-N-E. Troisième, c'était if it is ending with TEUR, we cut TEUR and we put TRICE. Fourth, if it is ending with EUR, we cut EUR and we put EUSC. Et la cinquième, c'était if it is ending with ER, we put an accent grave et E. In the next video, we shall look some other professions with some other rules. For videos, please subscribe to the YouTube channel and don't forget to hit the bell button. If you're facing problem in any particular topic, please let us know in the comment section. Bon courage et bonne continuation.